Guys, some of you care too much. Just way too much. And I don't mean that in the deep, emotional, poetic way. I mean, you genuinely let random people have too much power over your own life. Someone says one bad thing about your video, and suddenly you want to delete your whole page. Someone laughs at your project, and now the project is cringe. Someone makes a joke about something you worked hard on, and now you start acting like you never cared about it in the first place. And I get it, honestly. I do. Because when I first started posting on Instagram, I was doing something that was not really common around me. I was writing my own English poetry, performing it, making cinematic reels out of it, trying to make it feel like something serious. Not just random captions, not just aesthetic background music, but actual writing, actual performance, actual feeling. And in the beginning, people did not take it seriously. Not at all. Like, not at all. Some people treated it like a joke. Many people. Some people around me would watch it, laugh at it, make little comments, mock the way I said things, mock the vibe out of it, mock the seriousness of it. I used to start my videos with, "This poem is about," still do every once in a while, and people would repeat it like it's some kind of meme. And I'm not going to act like I was this emotionless main character who did not care. I cared, of course I cared. When you make something sincerely, when you actually put a part of yourself into something, and people turn it into a joke, it does get to you, especially when it is not just strangers. Sometimes it is people around you. People you thought would support you, people you thought would at least understand that, okay, maybe this is unusual, maybe he's trying to do something real. But no, a lot of people only support things when it becomes safe to support them. That is something I learned very early. When nobody knows you, supporting you feels risky. Reposting your work feels risky. Saying, "I think this is good," feels risky. Because if everyone else laughs, they might look stupid too. So they just sit quietly, they watch from the side, they wait, and then when the same thing starts working, when the views come, when the audience grows, when the other people begin to take it seriously, suddenly supporting you becomes easy. Suddenly it is, "Bro, I always knew you had it." Nah, bruh, you did not know. You waited until the crowd approved it first. And I'm not saying this to sound bitter or salty. I'm saying this because a lot of you are waiting for approval from people who do not even trust their own taste. They do not know if something is good until other people tell them it is good. So why are you letting those people decide whether your work deserves to exist? That is the real question. Because I have seen people delete entire pages because of a few comments. I have seen people stop making music because someone called it cringe. I have seen people stop posting their art because a group of friends laughed at it. I have seen people abandon projects they genuinely loved because the first reaction they got was not applause. And that is actually absolutely insane when you think about it. Imagine spending weeks, months, maybe even years becoming good at something and giving the final decision to someone who looked at it for 6 seconds while eating chips in bed. That is not wisdom, that is surrender. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore everything, right? This is where people get it wrong. They hear stop caring and think it means become careless. No, that is just stupid. You should care. You should care a lot. Care about the quality of your work, care about improving, care about your standards, care about whether something is actually good, care about whether your writing is lazy, whether your delivery is weak, whether your editing is bad, whether your idea makes sense. But stop caring so much about noise. There is a very big difference between criticism and hate. Criticism gives you something to work with. It has a point, it has a reason. Even if it is harsh, there is something inside it that you can inspect. Maybe someone says your audio is bad. Maybe your video is too long. Maybe your hook is weak. Maybe your poem is trying too hard. Maybe your idea is good, but the execution is messy. That kind of thing I actually respect. If someone gives me genuine criticism, I keep it in mind. I do not always agree with it, but I think about it, and if I do agree, I work on it. But hate is different. Hate is just noise, with confidence. It is people saying things just for the sake of saying them. People hate for the sake of hating. It is people laughing because other people are laughing. It is people sharing your work not because they understand it, but because they want to make fun of it. It is people trying to turn your effort into entertainment for themselves. And at some point, you have to ask yourself, am I really going to let these people edit my life? Because comments have never been the deciding factor for me. I have deleted videos before, yes, but I delete them when I watch them again and genuinely think, yeah, this wasn't it. This was not as good as I thought it was. Maybe the writing was off, maybe the delivery was weird, maybe the whole thing just did not land the way it should have. That is a valid reason. Your own standard is allowed to reject your work, but strangers mocking you, that alone is not enough, not at all. I've had videos where the likes were not even that high, but the shares were insane. Like clearly a lot of people were not sharing it because they loved it. They were sharing it to laugh, to mock, to send it around. And those videos are still up because I know in my heart that the work was good. That is the part people need to understand. That is the part you need to understand. You need to build enough trust in your own judgment that the crowd does not become your god. Not your supporters, not your haters, not even your friends, because supporters can overpraise you, haters can underestimate you, and friends can be weirdly silent when you need them most. So the only thing you really have is your own standard, and that standard has to be honest, not delusional, not arrogant, honest. You need to be able to say this is good even when people laugh, but you also need to be able to say this is bad even if people praise it. That is where real control is. Yeah, because some people pretend they do not care, but they actually care so much that they make their whole personality about being hated. They start enjoying hate too much. They start needing it. They start thinking if people hate me, that means I'm powerful. And I understand that feeling when people take time out of their day to hate on you. There's a strange kind of power in it. Like, you really sat there, watched my video, thought about me, typed something, maybe even shared it. That means I occupied space in your mind. But even that can become dangerous, because if you start needing hate to feel important, then hate still owns you, just from the opposite direction. The goal is not to become obsessed with being loved, and it is not to become obsessed with being hated. The goal is to be free enough to keep going. That is it. Make the thing, post the thing, learn from what is useful, laugh at what is useless. Delete it if it fails your own standard. Keep it up if you know it's good, and understand something. Embarrassment is not death. People laughing at you is not death. People misunderstanding you is not death. A bad comment is not death. A group chat making fun of you is not death. It feels huge in the moment because your brain treats social rejection like danger. But most of the time, all of the time, it passes. People move on, the internet moves on. The same people who laugh today will be laughing at someone else tomorrow, and you will either still be building or you will have quit because they made you uncomfortable. I always say this: such is life. Stuff happens. You either live with it or you deal with it. And genuinely, that is how I see it. If you can fix something, fix it. If your content is bad, improve it. If your delivery is weak, practice. If your idea is unclear, sharpen it. Deal with it. But if the only problem is that people are people, then you live with it. People will mock what they do not understand. People will support things late. People will laugh at sincerity because sincerity makes them uncomfortable. People will act like they never doubted you once you start winning. Such is life. Let it go. Not because it does not matter at all, but because it does not deserve the amount of power you're giving it. You should not stop caring about your work. You should stop caring too much about the wrong audience, the wrong opinions, the wrong noise. Because the thing you're about to delete might be the thing that teaches you how to become better. The thing people are laughing at might be the first version of something genuinely great. And the people who do not understand it right now might not be qualified to judge it yet. So keep going. Let them talk. You work.